everyone! For this DIY, you're going to need a piece of scrap wood or a wood sign from Dollar Tree, a Dollar Tree calendar, some sandpaper, and Mod Podge and a brush. The first thing you're going to do is pick the page that you want to use and then cut it to match your board. Brush the entire back side with your Mod Podge. Flip it over and smooth it out to get rid of any wrinkles. You can use a credit card to make sure you get rid of all of the air bubbles. Once it's smooth, let it dry for 1 minute. After a minute has passed, take your sandpaper and rough up the edges. Less is more for this. Don't take too much off. You just want to get rid of the straight line. When you're done, just take a cloth and dust it off. If there are any pieces sticking up, just gently remove them. Once you have a nice smooth surface, just do one more coat of Mod Podge. Let that dry for 24 hours and you're done. Next up is pushpin art. For this DIY, you're going to need foam board, a template, and you can print this out from the internet, thumbtacks, an 8x10 frame, hot glue, and I highly recommend a crafting knife. Take your frame apart and line up the back of the frame with your foam board. Now trace the frame with a pencil. And this is where I highly recommend a crafting knife. I don't have one, so here you can see me struggling to cut this board straight. Repeat the last step so that now you'll have 2 pieces of foam board the same size. Now take your template and line it up where you want it on your board. Trace the entire template to leave an impression behind. Be careful not to press too hard. You don't want your pencil to go through the page into the foam board. Once you have your impression, just start filling it in with the gold tacks. This part is easily something you could do in front of the TV in the evening. You can overlay the tacks a bit to make it look more filled in. Next, just put a thin line of hot glue around the inside of your picture frame. And finally, press your foam board into the picture frame. You can attach hanging hooks to the back of the foam board, or you can just lean it up against something. And that is it for today's DIYs. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like and subscribe.